it. Fuck.
You
It's fine.
daggum right. Okay. So can everybody hear everybody good?
Oh yeah.
I just realized all the nameplates are orange. Ooh. Oh, I can change it quick. Oh. Do we want red or blue?
I want orange.
No, we gotta stay on.
No, go back.
I'll leave it
Yeah.
up to Josh. Orange, blue, or red.
Go with. Let's do red. Let's stick with them.
I'm gonna
Sorry,
make it
Casper.
till about 8:47, and it's already 8:48. Talk to y'all later. Bye.
So what timeline are you on? Just so we know.
I'm not really on one.
Well, I told Josh we've been doing it here lately, about an hour ish, but we'll just kind of play it by ear. And then if we want to do another one later where we just talk about whatever, then that's fine.
Yeah,
So,
I'm good with whatever.
okay. And like I said, I don't know how many people. I mean, it's Memorial Day weekend, so I don't know how many people's going to hop in here. We'll see. But okay. So I'm going to intro it in 3, 2, 1. Hey guys, what is up? Big Drewski here. You're listening to the Little Tangerine Show. You may be listening to this on the freaking Big Drewski Show. I don't know. I started that too. Haven't done anything with it. But today's a very special episode. Not only is it the Memorial Day episode, but by God, tonight we brought the girth. I mean, coming in at a combined weight of 947 pounds, we have my esteemed panel of rednecks, misfits, and whatever else I could round up. We got Casper, who is my semi-regular host, and then we've got a very special guest, his second appearance, and so far the closest that we've ever come to indecent exposure on this show. Last time he was on, Josh the Mechanic. Oh yeah. So, welcome, guys. How's everybody doing? It's Memorial Day weekend, so I know everybody's been kind of busy, but wanted to round the boys up again. Just kind of do a little something different. Nothing's going on in sports, anyways, and stuff, and so we wanted to kind of just get together and do Memorial Day episode. So, how's everybody doing? We were kind of hanging out. It's weird intro in this because we've been talking for about 15 minutes before the show started, but for the fans, say hi.
What's up, guys? Where y'all at?
Oh, wait. I might need to turn Joshy up.
Uh-oh.
Oh, wait, there you go. You're slightly delayed, but Josh, he's coming to us live up there from Rocky Top, so,
Yeah.
he's got
Rocky Top.
woo, Rocky Top tennis. Oh, so tonight, like I said, we're doing the Memorial Day episode. So first off, I feel like it's only right to start off by saying, we as Americans, like, every other holiday, whether it be Cinco de Mayo, St. Patty's Day, whatever, we take whatever holiday we can, turn it into a drunken party day, try to get as many days off as we can, and then, just go from there. So it's kind of what Memorial Day is sort of turned into, but, for whatever reason, for those of you who don't know, Memorial Day is actually a day set aside to honor the fallen soldiers, just guys that, went and gave it all, laid it all on the line. So, personally, I try to keep that in mind. Obviously, it is nice hanging out with family and stuff like that, but we do want to say thank you to any and all current and former military. None of us that's on this panel serve, so can't imagine what you guys had to go through. But I know I personally try to do. Actually, to be honest with you, the only what am I trying to say? You give donations to, what's the word? Charity. The only charity that I even donate to is one Wounded Warrior. But we want to say thank you to everyone who is active or former military. My grandfather, he fought in World War II. My great uncle Mac also fought in World War II. He was wounded. for the rest of his life, walked with a limp. So, and I know a lot of current and former military people that serving and stuff. So, um, a holiday doesn't do it justice, but I guess in a lot of ways, it's it's good that everybody can just get together and I guess observe it together. I don't know if you guys want to share any stories, anybody that you guys know, or just say, hey, thanks to the veterans or whatever. But, I've got a lot of my family members and friends that served. And so, different group of people, man. Different group of people. But, Joshy?
I've got a lot of my family and friends that was in the military and that are still in the military. Very fortunate that I haven't had any that's passed, and I know that all of them they're mourning today. And their units and stuff, and one of them is one that you know very well, Drew, which is AJ with
Oh,
Morgan's Mill.
yeah.
But yeah, for all the ones that we've lost, and want to be proud of this country.
Seth, anything you want to say? America?
Thank you to all of our current, former, fallen, and all of their families as well. I know it's hard on a lot of people, and without them, we couldn't do what we're doing right now. So appreciate that.
Yeah. I mean, dude, without these gnarly ass people going and fighting and doing what they do, we couldn't sit here and do what we're doing. I mean, literally, honestly, the greatest quote that I've ever heard was actually from comedian Daniel Tosh. When he was talking about the war, he said, "No, you want to know what? Like, no, let's not send our troops over there to fight. They should wake up, eat a hot meal, sleep in their own bed at night and drive to war, Like, that's what we should do, right?" So I feel like that's a perfect depiction. I mean, these guys go across the country, fight for our freedoms. They do things that, most people can't even imagine. So, we're doing this episode as a Memorial Day episode. Obviously, we go live every Saturday night, but it felt wrong to not do a Memorial Day episode and just pretend like it's not Memorial Day. Obviously, we get on here, goof off, we're kind of stupid, and me and Casper get on here and drink a little bit and, talk about silly things. But, we just want to take a second and just say thank you to our active and former military. Again, I could not imagine the things that you guys go through. We wanted to pay tribute best that we can. And obviously we got, a general outline of a show we want to do tonight and some, general stuff that we want to talk about. But it just didn't feel right starting this off without at least saying as thank you as humbly as we can and getting into that and stuff. So, but yeah, so Memorial Day, like I said, Americans, we have turned this into just a drinking, it's basically become like the 4th of July. Actually, as a matter of fact, I would argue, and I told Casper this earlier in the week, but this is kind of like single white dude Daytona Day. I mean, really, like it's literally like, all right, we've been, working on the boat and working on our dad bod. We're ready to get out and woo,
Yeah,
it's
at
like
least
the
to work
first.
from.
Yeah, it's like the first real freaking, grilling lake, whatever weekend. Luke from Bama says, Tiny Drewski, what's up, America? That is one cool thing that is nice about Memorial Day, right? It is kind of like 4th of July. I mean, it does kind of sort of unite everybody. For me, I'm just thankful that like we can all kind of get together, hang out with family. Like, yeah, obviously, I think everybody that's on here tonight gets an extra day off, which is nice. But, for me, I think about Memorial Day as kind of, obviously it's pro-America, but, I think about family, getting together, hanging out. Do try to sit and think about the ones that we lost and stuff. Luke from Bama says, running some NCAA 14 tonight. I don't know, maybe later. We'll see. Tonight's the Memorial Day episode, so we'll see, maybe. So what have you guys done up to this point for Memorial Day, and what are you guys planning on doing for Memorial Day?
Well, Hawaii's been at work, so I've been having a great day doing the whole spring cleaning, getting the garage, working on some cars. We got about 3 junkers at my house now, so got to keep them all up and running. But it's been pretty good day.
I know you said I don't know if you did or not, but you said you was going to throw a brisket on before you got this.
I did indeed prep the brisket. It's not on yet. We can talk about that in a little bit. But I decided that if I put it on before we started, it was going to be done too early.
Ooh.
So that'll be after.
So we might be on location at Casper's Griller. Just kidding. Joshy?
Well, we had my family reunion today. We always have our family reunion around Memorial.
Oh, you kind of cut in and out. It's he's up there in Rocky Top, Rocky Top, Tennessee. By the way,
cell service
Oh,
with
there
the
we go.
lawman.
I think I hear him now.
I had a very short blonde running through the yard screaming at me. So
Oh,
I
he
had
had
to see
to.
what that was. I muted myself for a second.
The one time we.
But
Luke from Bama says, Drewski got some of that 95% for a special day. I actually do have a combination. This is Old Smoky and Mountain Dew mix. That's what I got.
Yeah, that's not 95%.
No, it's not. But I am supporting local.
Yeah.
So.
Well, yeah, for us.
well,
yeah. So Joshy's skipping a family reunion to be here. Is that
Hey, thank you, Josh.
I went to the family reunion, but they have like a bonfire, marshmallows, and stuff out.
You skipped the after party.
Yeah,
gotcha.
Skipping the after party. Yeah, Josh, turn your lights on. God, thank you, Brooke. I don't know who you are, but you're the smartest person on earth. I do know that.
Lighting up that faded glory across that voluptuous chest.
Don't kill the lights in the car, though.
Yeah, don't kill the battery on that brand new truck.
Give you a jump.
Yeah, don't kill the battery on that brand new truck you bought. Well, brand new to you truck you bought. Oh, I see what you're saying. Brooke said, "Turn your lights on, Josh."
Yeah.
Brooke is an absolute jewel. Josh doesn't deserve her, but he's got her. So plans for the rest of this weekend? I mean, I didn't even answer my own question. So we went up to the campground today, up there towards, I don't want to give an exact location, but towards Rutledge. Hung out with the family. We got up there about 10 o'clock, hung out for a little while. My daughter decided to hit the swimming pool. So me and, I went down there. I didn't get in, but I just, lathered myself with sunscreen because, melanoma, you got to watch out for the sun. The sun is the silent killer, okay? The sun will kill you years later, and you won't see. You think skaters are bad, but by God, the sun's what'll get you. It's the demon in the sky. Okay, so I lathered down with sunscreen, and then I just my wife got in there for a little bit with my daughter, but no, it was a good time. Hung out there for a little bit, ate a local food truck, got some ice cream. I feel like there was something comical that happened. There was something comical that happened, and I can't for the life of me remember what it is. But yeah, no, it's a good time. We'll probably hit the campground again. Maybe tomorrow, and then Monday. I'm not real sure what I'll be doing Monday. But
you ain't going to the campground tomorrow. It's going to rain.
Ooh, it is supposed to rain. Honestly, though, dude, there ain't nothing like sitting under a canopy, listen to the rain come down. Oh,
I hear you.
But, when you got a 3-year-old that's like running on freaking.
I'll just let her play in the rain. Come on now. That's what I do.
Yeah, I mean, she would. I mean, dude, that water was supposed to be a heated pool, but by God, dude, They
Uh-uh.
somebody missed the memo. It was I dipped the toe in. I was like, whoo, nope.
The
But
high for tomorrow is like 55 degrees or something.
like, so my daughter, when we pulled up, she seen our family members walking, and literally she goes, oh, 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 and she started naming them off. She goes, I'm so excited, and started freaking out. And so like all the older kids got cold and left, and she just was like in there like a champ. But yeah, it's gonna be rough tomorrow.
Yeah. So, you asked another question. I'm gonna go ahead and answer it. You asked, "What am I doing for the rest of the weekend?" See, you said this thing when we started the show about how there's not a lot of sports going on. You know, everything's dead.
Oh
And
God, here we go.
there's not a lot going on.
Well, that
those
was
of you
gonna
that
be
don't know.
that was gonna be
Let's
segment
just,
2, but you know what? Let's just go ahead and bust the seal off of it. Casper's breaking down walls here. But literally, segment 2, Memorial Day sports.
Oh, I'm sorry. Well, you asked what I was doing for the
No,
rest of the
I
weekend.
know.
My bad.
I should have
We
known.
can-
I asked that question, but yeah,
Listen,
let's go.
I'll just
Go
give
ahead.
a little teaser. I'm just gonna tell you.
Now you might as
This
well
Memorial
just
Day weekend
pop
is
that
the
cherry.
weekend of the year for the only sport that requires 2 balls. That's all I'm saying. All right, now we can carry on. I'm gonna make a brisket. The Slam Bam's coming up. I'll make some chicken and some Kaneka sausage. If you don't know, you need to know. That's all I got. What about y'all?
Luke from Bama says, "Beat the Rolls today. Rocky Top about to come crashing down." Which, I mean, we'll see about that. Old Joe Melton, have you seen how far he can throw an orange, buddy?
Yes, son. Yes, son.
Because that's relevant. Let me tell you. Someone gonna have to send Drewski a Bama hat to get this PO. No, see, I can't wear a Bama hat because, like, you know, I make too much money. I can't stoop down to that low. Drewski and the Ghost, the best dude. Oh yeah, that's Casper, the co-host. You, Luke from Bama.
Yes, we are not the ghost. We got
Oh,
to cease and desist
Saban's.
on that.
Oh, Kirby's going to retire Saban this year. I don't know if you got that memo yet or not, but that's why he took a little pre-tour to Italy.
I did hear that Saban was looking to get some hair replacement surgery because he was about out of it. And there was rumors that they do that in Italy pretty cheap.
Oh, I figured that was just because the peach fuzz ain't on his nads anymore. He had. Oh, just kidding. Just kidding. I actually respect Saban a lot. But yeah, no. If you're wondering what old Casper's referring to, the sport that takes two balls to play, it's the one that every one of us do every day, which is drive. So, Josh, what are you doing
People
this
might
week?
live in New York City. They don't drive. Okay, they walk.
Yeah, they do. Oh, who do you think drives more in a year besides Reckon? You think Chastain does, or your average New Yorker?
I don't know. You drive more than both of them. I'm sure of that. I probably do too.
Daytona 500 ain't got none on me, by God. I drive 400 every day, and that ain't even including the 30 miles to work. I drive 30 miles. That's 460 miles in a day, by God.
It's not competitive though.
Oh, it is, though, because I'm number 1, baby, on the list of drivers. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Kyle Busch ain't winning nothing, dude. What are you talking about?
Yeah,
Kyle Busch is going to be sponsored by a green company. He's going to have a green car tomorrow. That's bad luck, you know?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. If old Bush was sponsored by Cisco, by God, top 5, put it in the bank. Oh, wait, not Cisco, Centos. That's what I meant to say. Because they're a real company. So, Joshy, what's your plans for the weekend? We're off the rails already, by God.
I'm going to fry tomorrow.
So you're going to a fish fry?
That's we're going to hopefully, if we don't get rained out, we're going to hopefully catch some fish and fry them up.
Ooh. So I know what I'm doing tomorrow. I'm
What
meeting up with
what
Josh.
kind of fish is this going to be?
Crappie?
Catfish, trout, walleye, crappies, whatever I can
Mm.
So brisket will be at 12. What time is the fish at?
Hey, Casper's in the middle of both of us, though. Real talk.
You know how to hold a fishing rod. I know it ain't a car that only goes in left.
Hey,
you can
I've
handle
been
it.
fishing
And
more
I
than
know
you
that-
have this week.
that
Don't give me your bull crap. I've been fishing 2 times this week. Twice. How many times have you been? 0.
that refrigerator,
I can't even hear you because you got that bullshit Rocky Top cell service. Sorry, dude.
yeah, I know.
Oh man.
Yeah, no, it's when you're talking, you're clear. It's just it cuts out from time to time. It's kind of like that, that.
Aggravating.
It's kind of like that. Ironically enough, talking about a patriotic movie, Forrest Gump. It's like that scene when he's like, "Yeah, well, I know about Vietnam's." That's all I gotta say about that.
Hey, I'm homeschooled and I've seen that movie.
Oh, Joshy's got to dip out and come back. Let's hit the messages real quick. Josh is riding around in Mama's new car this weekend, is what Brooke says. Drewski, who is this stream bot? Drewski, you got Madden 23. Stream bot. I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, he tagged one, but I hadn't seen him. So
Tagged a stream bot?
yeah, he like put an @ in a comment a little bit ago, but
oh, that's just the name of the chat, because what that is that's the name of the software that I'm using, and we're live across multiple channels, so it says Restream Bot. So like even if I say anything,
there we go.
like, so if I type something, see how it says host right there, and then it says, it probably, I don't know, it might say Restream or but no, Restream is it's not a bot. I mean, you and Brooke are real people. So the Bearded X Beast is my Twitch handle. So, oh, you're watching on Twitch. That's why. Okay. But yeah, no, Restream is just the name of the software that I'm using. So that's all that is. So Joshy's doing a fish fry. That's pretty banging.
Yeah, I'm pretty
jealous. Driving around in Mama's car. I know that is I've been told that I'm not country, so I guess it doesn't matter, but that's the most redneck, beautiful weekend I can think of right there.
Yeah.
But we're going to take a break. If you are listening to this on the podcast, or if you're watching this later, we're going to take a break. We'll be right back. Don't go nowhere. Okay. So for those of you that's on the live, we are recording this for podcast purposes. So this will be played back. This might actually be the first official episode. Ooh, I need to mark down the time, though. Casper, let me slip on that one.
23:15-ish.
Yeah, 23:15 sounds right. But yeah, so we are recording this for podcast purposes.
National TV.
Something like that.
Hey, listen, Luke, we're going to take a break if we want to. That doesn't mean we're leaving you. That's just for
we're not going to leave you, buddy. That's just for editing purposes, so I know where to splice it. And honestly, 23-ish minutes in, I mean, because we didn't start right away, so that's probably about 15 minutes or so. So that's probably not bad.
Yes.
Also, just to be honest with you, Luke, we got to pee just like everybody else, brother. So, I mean, we got to.
I just hold a bottle while I'm on the live, don't y'all?
No, I almost get the live bait.
Don't you lie to me and tell me it's a bottle. You know it's a shot glass. Oh, see, that would have been perfect to make it on the air, but I respect my buddy too much.
That's okay.
So, Casper, you're the expert. Is this one that I can still drink?
What is it? No, it is not.
Well, I bought it like 3 months ago, so.
I love you, Big Drewski, but sometimes you do some shit that's highly questionable, and buying natural ice is definitely highly disgusting and questionable.
Hey.
Am I right, Josh?
Yeah, you're right.
Listen,
Like,
It was on sale.
it's always on sale because it's trash.
Hey, well, it is what it
Hey, it
is.
might
But
be 7% though. I don't know. Ugh.
I bought this a few months ago. No, it's 5.9.
Oh yeah, there it is. I know that whenever it says ice on the bottom, it's usually jacked up pretty good. It's because they put that meth
5%.
in it. That's why it says ice.
Oh, I hear my daughter crying. That's unusual.
Well, you better go take care of her. Jeez.
My wife ran up there. I'm listening though. So, section 2. Well, okay. So, Memorial Day traditions. We can go back over that. That's technically section 1, but we can go over that. We'll group Memorial Day sports into it. Then we'll probably take a break, and then we'll talk about food, music, whatever. So if anybody needs to take a bathroom break, now would be the time. And then I may.
Hey, are we going to talk about the fact that we lost in the first round of the baseball tournament like a bunch of bitches?
Hey,
I mean, that's what we do, bro. That's what we do.
I will say this: Texas A&M did get who we lost to did make it into the championship.
Yeah, are they? Honestly, I kind of forgot to double check. Are we in the SEC tournament? Or are we in Omaha?
Yes, this is the SEC tournament. Yeah,
Oh, hell, this is
championship.
practice.
Championship's tomorrow.
This
It's
is practice.
Texas A&M and Vandy, I believe. All of a sudden, my phone screwed up, but
So Luke said, "No, that's not what I meant. Play the game tonight. How much can Drewski drink in a 5-minute span? No, we ain't gonna play that game because I won't be worth. I won't be worth anything tomorrow, and I intend on hanging out with my family tomorrow. I'll have to take my dog OUT at some point.
I'd hate to see your beard get heavy, buddy.
Dude, yeah, that was like.
Are we still in this break? Is this break
Yes.
ending? Okay, I'm gonna grab a drink because I need to get drunk.
I was gonna say, yeah, that was like the only time I tried to be nice to our former manager. I tried.
Say hi while you're on break.
I mean, buy a big truck so fat bitches can't jump.
You're gonna sleep in the doghouse tonight.
You're gonna die.
I seen a pony. There's Brookie. We're looking at Seth's butt right now.
It might be live, but he's cutting this part out in his episode.
Yeah, it's live, but yeah, it'll be cut out.
Hey, shut the door. No, we gotta go.
Bye.
That's Joshy's family.
Are you embarrassed?
No, I mean,
No, but if it was a competition, I got my money on Josh. I
So
don't
I'll
know.
do that to you.
I don't know. Josh is pretty good at drinking, but old Casper's like 6'7" though. I mean, body mass alone.
I'm not gonna tell y'all what I'm drinking though. I was gonna be a man and get some whiskey, but I didn't.
you probably drink some vagina juice.
Are you drinking?
Pretty much what he just said.
You drinking Truly?
Luke, buddy, do you want me to get a tape measure?
Yeah.
I mean, just go stand back there next to that fridge. Well, no, you can't really tell from the fridge, but you could see the top of the garage door right there, though.
I mean, I got kayaks hanging from the ceiling in my garage, and I can hit my head on them if I want to. Yeah. I don't.
Well, real quick. Hold on.
Foot tall but can't grow a beard.
I'm working on it. Damn it.
The facial hair just can't. It's not made it all the way up yet. Oh, let me see if I can. I was trying to say. Well, I guess there's no. I'm about 5'9" ish.
Listen, I'm not gonna measure myself or stand in front of anything because you know LeBron's like 6'11", isn't he? I mean, I don't really
I
know
think
how
he's like
tall LeBron is,
6'8".
but yeah, I mean, I'm a tall guy, but like, I'm not worried.
I was
I
trying
do
to
like
find
to
that
tell
picture.
people I'm 6'9". That is my favorite number. So try not
I
to
think
tell
I
people.
said 6'9" one time, and then I found out later that you wasn't quite that tall. But I was going to pull up the picture of you towering over me, but there's no way to know how tall I am, I guess. But
Yeah, that's all right. Don't worry about it.
yeah. But yeah, Casper he's pretty freaking tall, dude. So, all right, we'll go ahead and get this next segment started. We're making pretty good time. Usually, me and Casper are still figuring out overlays and crap at this point, so we're doing pretty good.
Listen, I'm just watching racing. I don't know what y'all are doing. I'm just watching cars make left turns. Okay,
Yeah, that's
By the left turn.
all
it's
right.
on dirt too.
So 3, 2, 1. Welcome back. Big Drewski here. You're listening to the Little Tangerine Show. You might be listening to the Big Drewski Show. I don't know. We'll see. This might be episode numero uno. We've been grabbing beverages. Casper's height has been brought into question. Is he 6'7"? Is it all an internet conspiracy? Nobody knows. Uh,
I know the answer.
Mrs. Josh popped in for a minute. You missed that, Seth. We were looking at your butt at that point.
Yeah, did y'all enjoy that view?
You
I
got the
realized
hottest
at some
crack out of
point I was
anybody
like,
I've ever met in my life.
too bad I don't have one of my extra tall shirts on. See, that right there proves that I'm 6'7". They don't even make shirts tall enough to cover my ass if it's not a tall shirt. So
Yeah, you are pretty tall. I mean, I was gonna say go stand next to the fridge, but then I guess we could just say that was a mini fridge or whatever.
I mean, listen, like I said, I'm secure enough in my height that I'm not worried about it.
Hey, size does matter. So, segment 2. Well, actually, we'll touch back on Memorial Day traditions. Do y'all have any Memorial Day traditions that you do every single year? I mean, I know Casper's grilling out a brisket. I don't know if that's an every year thing or whatever, but
Josh, go first. I'll go after you.
Alrighty. Well, I think we've already covered it once, but every Memorial Day we always have the family reunion at the same time. We have a lot of veterans in our family, so we all just celebrate it all at once. And the fish fry, that's about what we do. Hang out, eat some good fish.
I like it. Yeah. So
Go ahead,
I do have traditions.
Luke says save me some.
Yeah. I'll tell you what, Luke, if you change your profile picture permanently to a power T, we can talk about it. So my Sunday on Memorial Day weekend, here we go again, by the way. Back to that thing about sports that require 2 balls. It starts pretty early. About I think it's about 7. We have the Monaco Grand Prix, which is the most important Formula 1 race of the year. So I got to watch that. And then
I mean, of course,
usually
yeah.
I get up, turn that on. I've usually got something on the smoker already. So I just kind of smoke that all day. And then we roll into the Indy 500, and then we roll into the Coke 600. And then usually by the time that's about 300 miles or 600 miles in, I can't really even function anymore. So, just kind of go to
Not
bed.
to mention, too, I mean, considering sports, I mean, we're getting into the fun part of baseball, so we were actually talking about that during the break. Vols did the Vols things that they could have done, which is get first rounded in the SEC tournament. But Omaha's coming up, so maybe we'll probably screw something up
Probably.
again. We'll see.
Lady Vols, I think they won yesterday. I know they won yesterday. I don't know if they won today or not, but I think they probably did.
Let me ask y'all, this might be a controversial question, but I was wondering this. Do y'all think that fireworks belong in Memorial Day? Because I see them every Memorial Day. To me, that's more of a 4th of July thing, but do y'all do the fireworks thing? Is that in bad taste? I mean, we don't. I'm just asking, just as I'm just kind of curious. Do fireworks belong in the Memorial Day celebration festivities?
I would say no for me.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely think not. And I was
Yeah.
gonna say what the opposite, whatever he said, but no, I mean, I no, like it's it's a hard day for a lot of our veterans, and
Yeah.
I don't think fireworks is really necessarily always the best
Dude,
for that.
I mean,
And also,
honestly,
like, it's just an excuse for them to try to sell fireworks on a day other than July 4th. I mean,
yeah, I mean, like I see people that shoot them off and stuff, and it's like I said, I mean, we as Americans will try to take any holiday that we can, drink a lot, and then blow shit up for no apparent reason. But like, I had somebody ask me that the other day, like, do y'all ever do fireworks or anything? I'm like, no, and they said no too, but I don't know. It's something that
Yeah.
I don't know if we're just becoming like forgetting more and more about what it's actually about or not or whatever. But
that's part of it. But also, like I said, man, you just put fireworks in front of people, they're going to light them off. I mean,
yeah,
we are rednecks after all. I mean, you drink
yeah. I mean,
enough Miller Lights and, fireworks. I mean,
yeah.
I got fireworks in my garage right now. I mean, I got a whole pack over there, but I'm not planning on lighting them. But we can if you guys really want to get this live spiced up.
I got a lot of bomb.
Pretty,
Got
any,
tenderized.
any good rednecks got, Now you got them whiskey do's and them whiskey don'ts. You mean to tell me you don't have a single? Oh, good. Oh, like I said, guys. I mean, we're just gonna kind of do what we normally do tonight. Uh, but so obviously a synonymous. Is that the right word? Synonymous thing with Memorial Day is grilling. I know one thing that we did want to talk about. Now, Casper, I got to give him credit, man. He really turned me on to that Kaneka sausage game. If y'all have never had Kaneka sausage,
Oh,
I guarantee you, if you ever cook Kaneka sausage, you'll probably never grill again without getting it. I got the Cajun spicy, and like every time I've grilled ever since then, I've got it. Oh, see, there goes that high-rise butt crack we're talking about. Oh, yeah, there it is. I like the spicy Cajun though, but yeah.
I bag any day.
My God, look how free. I mean, he's literally like, we're looking at the corner of his garage door. I'm pretty sure over there. He's like as tall as his garage.
there's no garage door.
What am I looking at? Is that a cabinet over there?
Where?
I mean, I know I'm looking at the bottom of a kayak at the top of
This
there.
is the refrigerator.
Yeah,
That's
to
the
your
bike wheel that's hanging on the wall.
yeah. What's to the
Full box?
west of you?
The black one or the silver one?
No, the big tall thing.
That is a patio set stacked up.
Okay, but like right above your head, I can see the bottom of a kayak.
Yes.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, the old boy's he's pretty freaking tall.
There's another one up there too.
Oh my God, I has to get down on his knees to look inside of a refrigerator.
You make that joke, but I missed a lot of stuff because of that in the refrigerator.
You don't understand. Me and Casper talk every day. Me and Casper and Josh used to talk every day, but now he's working on the railroad. But I cannot tell you how many times he hits his head. Like that's just a normal. And like it's funny because it's always like, oh, boom. I'm like, what? Did you just hit your head? He's like, oh yeah.
Like, just give me a second. Hold on.
But like it's just funny because literally I hear thump. Oh, I'm like, you just hit your head, didn't you? Or did you just slip and fall? It's funny. I can actually kind of tell the different sounds now.
Because he's heard both enough to know.
Because usually he's like, I just fell, but when he's like, I'm like, he hit his head.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Heart, that's getting bad, buddy.
But so
I've had
like
7 concussions. Okay, it's not
So I
funny. It's a serious matter.
So I don't know about y'all, but when it comes to Memorial Day, we usually go a little bit more traditional. Like normally we'll go burgers, well, I say hot dogs, but mine and Casper's boss, I never got on that 100% all beef hot dog game.
You're so late to this game.
Dude, that's it's pretty legit.
You're late though.
But normally we go burgers, hot dogs, brats, potato salad, like your normal, white people foods. I guess I don't know.
Yeah, just to be fair, I always do that on Monday as well. Monday is always just burgers and hot dogs.
You mean like Memorial? I thought you meant like every Monday for a
No,
second. I was
Memorial
like,
Day Monday. Like I'm gonna grill. I'm gonna smoke a brisket. Usually I do a butt, but the wife wanted a brisket, so guess what we're having?
Luke says, "Bro is a whole damn tree."
Yeah, I got a joke for Luke.
Oh,
What do you get when you have 32 Alabama fans in the same room? A family reunion.
oh, you know what makes a figure eight an Alabama family tree? Anyways, just kidding. I actually like Luke. But no, I mean, like I said, we usually go traditional. Now, Joshy was telling me in the form of text that he just added a grill to the fleet.
Oh,
Oh
what
yeah.
you got?
So it's my dad's birthday was this past week. I didn't see him because I was out of town. So for his birthday, I got him a Blackstone flat top.
Mm-hmm.
I did not get the one with all the air fryers on it. Didn't have any in stock. But I got the big flat top. It's got the little raised up lid on it. Yeah, I made him some smash burgers today on it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, boy.
Oh yeah. Hey, you want to know something real funny?
Let's hear it.
My microphone is actually attached to my Blackstone stand right now.
Oh wow, that's the most American thing I've heard today. By God.
Yeah.
I got that from my dad, but I'm in love with that Blackstone, man. It cooks fantastic.
Now,
We'll go buy one for you.
old Casper likes to touch, tickle, and wiggle it when it comes to them smash burgers. That's what I heard through the grapevine.
Huh?
I think that's what you called him. You said you like to cook them smash burgers on the griddle.
Yeah, no,
right?
I mean, I'm all about the smash burger. The key to the smash burger is number
Did the
one.
touch, tickle it, and wiggle it throw you off?
Yeah. Yeah. What are we talking about?
You're like,
the key to smash burgers. I'm not going to talk up. Okay, quit being a little whiny woman. Sound like my wife. Key to smash burgers is you got to get the meat smashed really thin.
Yep.
And you have to add onions. And if you don't add onions, you're not making a smash burger. Remember that.
Yep. And my favorite is that comes down from your area, actually. It's Cattleman's Ranch, ranch seasoning.
On a burger?
You think that it sounds like, by the name of it, you would think that it tastes like something, but it's not.
Whisper to you, Daddy.
Now, when you say down towards Casper's area, which area do you mean? Because he did live in Bama for a while. He lived in Carolina for a while.
North Carolina, lived in Chattanooga. So what I'm talking about is Corrington, Tennessee.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, anything from Corryton. The only thing good from Corryton is one diesel mechanic is the best one in the area. That's it.
Hey, listen, Corryton has produced Kenny Chesney, Ashley Monroe, Morgan, MF, and Wallen, and the greatest race car driver to ever win one race and quit, Trevor Bain, baby. Oh,
yeah. Man.
List, and that is Cattleman's Ranch seasoning.
I honestly did not know that came from Corryton.
I didn't either. Had no
I read
idea.
it on the bottle.
Now, Corryton's another one of them series. Corryton's another one of them, is it Corrington? Is it Corryton? Is it Corton? It's pronounced 30 different ways. But yeah, no, I didn't actually know that came from there.
Yeah.
So shout out to Cattleman's Seasoning.
I'll tell you what.
If you're looking to waste some money, I got the show for you.
Right here. Right here. Listen, we will have this stuff at every Tennessee Volunteers cookout.
You know what's funny is we're
close.
I bought a case.
You bought
mean-
a case of ranch seasoning? You're such a savage. I love it.
Yes.
You know what's funny is we're like this close. I mean, like if I really pushed hard, I could have a off-brand knockoff Pit Vipers sponsor. We could have a beef jerky sponsor. We could. I mean, we're close. Hey, listen, Joshy's got the hookup. We're not going to say the dude's name on here, but by God, if you need the best off-brand Pit Vipers or Oakleys that money can buy you for the low price of like $39, he's got you.
Wait a minute. Somebody send me that in the text message. Shit. I want some Pit Vipers.
Yeah, he's my neighbor. He's a good dude. Love that guy.
Oh, okay. I mean, I'm
Yeah.
good for the money. I mean, yeah.
Yeah, we'll start a side business
you
like you've never seen. What'd you say, Joshy? Sorry, you're delayed, buddy. It's literally like I feel like I'm watching like one of those old like karate movies because you're like, the emperor must die. Like, my bad. But yeah, so go-tos on the grill for Memorial Day, Kaneka sausage. If you haven't tried it, that's got to be on there.
Yeah.
I mean, anything. What else do y'all? I mean, do y'all like? I mean, potato salad, coleslaw, peanut butter milkshake. Like, what are we doing?
Oof. Oof. I mean, I'm not a potato salad guy. I do like the coleslaw. Now we do the macaroni salad pretty regular Memorial Day. I did not get the stuff to make it this time because I made some like 2 weeks ago. But we do the macaroni salad, burgers, hot dogs, baked beans. You know, the classics. Minus potato salad because that stuff gets hair and it's nasty.
Joshy.
I make hamburgers, hot dogs, and fried fish, and then my wife does everything else. So
The fried
she make?
fish thing is new to me, man. That's something I wish I would have known in the 7 years that I've known Joshy, or however long it's been now. Josh is one of my longest, as Casper knows, you got a thin line to toe with me. And if you
I'm
don't,
almost kicked out.
you get the axe. I can only have like 4.5 friends at one time. No, I'm just kidding. But now Joshy's one of my long time good old buddies that, we just, we're like hemorrhoids. You just can't get rid of us. But no, but yeah, no, I mean, we're kind of the same way. We usually go just, we go classic, like, hot dogs, hamburgers, potato salad, coleslaw, sweet tea. Usually we're at the campground cooking or whatever. But yeah, I don't know. There's just kind of something. Desserts. Where are we at on desserts?
Banana pudding is a classic. So,
oh yeah,
my family does a strawberry shortcake. If I go like to my extended family, but I hate strawberry shortcake.
Do they throw blueberries on it to make it America AF?
They have, but not usually. No, because we like it to taste better than it. I mean, it's not that good either way, but
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Joshy?
Banana pudding.
Dude, banana pudding is, my God. We were at the campground. They had banana pudding ice cream, or it was like, I think it was banana pudding ice cream. And I came close, but I was like, man, if this don't hit like it should.
Was it the Bluebell one? The Bluebell banana pudding ice cream, son.
I've never tried that. I mean,
that
they had
dog
it.
Will hunt. That's all I'm saying.
They had it in the canister, so like they made it look like it was, theirs, but it was, ambiguous. You couldn't figure out which one it was. But so, but yeah, no. Going back to the notes here. So we talked about the food, sides. Before we go to break, best Memorial Day memory that you can ever think of. I mean, I know there's probably a lot, but
this is a tough one. honestly. I don't know that I have any.
I mean, they all kind of blend together in a lot of ways, but I mean, I don't know, dude. There's just something about Memorial Day. Like, I mean, me and Casper were kind of talking the other day, joking around, but I think we said at the beginning of the show, but this is literally like, single white dudes Daytona or whatever. It's like, oh yeah, I've been working on this beach bod all year. Like, let's get it rolling and whatever. But it's kind of like the first great grilling season. But I mean, I think my memories normally just kind of roll together. I mean, like I said, it's campgrounds. Back in the day before I was married, it was bikinis and honeys and whatever. Which apparently
disgusting male. God,
I mean, dude, when you're
male
back,
was masculinity toxicity.
I mean, just back in the day when you're trying to, find somebody to hang out with and stuff,
I'm gonna say my favorite Memorial Day memory was the first year I bought my house. Had some people over. We did the race thing, and that's when we kind of started smoking meat on Memorial Days, like all day drinking, watching cars make left turns. It was fantastic.
That's a pretty good one.
Yeah.
Honestly, I believe this is my favorite. I got my wife's her a new car that she enjoys. Got me a new truck that I enjoy. Added a Blackstone to the family. I mean,
oh yeah.
What can you say? It's been a great one.
I mean, dude, this is like, well, for you, and I mean, you probably don't want to go too far into it, but Josh, he used to be a first responder, so this is the first holiday season where you just get to kind of be like sort of a normal dude, hang out with the family. You're making good money now, so dude, I could see how this one would be pretty killer for you, because normally, like, you're probably dreading weekends like this back in the day. I don't know how many people knew that about. Now, Josh is a world class mechanic. That's why we call him Josh the Mechanic. But he used to be a first responder, so this is like your first normal Memorial Day and probably as long as you could remember.
Since I was 13, this is the first time I haven't ran a call, and usually I'm on the lake working calls with the rescue squad.
Yeah,
it's nice.
So that's pretty cool. I mean, I don't know if I have any one memory that sticks out per se, but one year I think, if I'm not mistaken, I think I did release a song either the weekend before or the weekend after, back when I did the music stuff on Memorial Day. Which that was a song that was kind of about my grandparents, so it fit. He was a former, like I said, he went to war and stuff like that. But man, it's this is the first year that I've not been just completely broke coming into Memorial Day, so it's been nice. But we're going to take a quick break. We will be right back. Don't go anywhere. Again, this is the Little Tangerine Show, or possibly the Big Drewski Show, wherever you listen to this. We will be right back. Don't go nowhere. Okay. 52. What was it? We'll say 52:30.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
y'all need to get some of these. You see this?
What is that?
This is called a gel blaster.
Oh,
okay?
is that what you hit?
I bought it at Lowe's yesterday. Okay,
to shoot at your lady.
Comes with 10,000 gel bullets. 10,000. This thing right here holds like 800, and it came with it pre-done or whatever. But then you got to get like a 5-gallon bucket, make the rest up. Dude, this thing shoots hard. It left like a not a hole, but kind of like a hole in my hand when I shot myself with it. I was like, it won't hurt. It'll be fine. Wham.
I started to say, did you?
Well, they have a low velocity barrel, but Mama didn't raise no bitch. So
I'm gonna have to go. My daughter was wanting me to say goodnight to her one more time, so I'm gonna be right back. Y'all just hang out.
You better get it together up there,
dude. Yeah, she normally don't wake up like that, so I'm gonna go check on her. BRB.
But for real, Josh, you got a bunch of kids hanging around. You should get one of these. These things right here, they shoot pretty accurate too. I was surprised how hard it was. Whenever I saw it said low velocity barrel, I was like, huh. I was like, they need that.
Where'd you buy that at?
Lowe's. They have them at Walmart too. You can it's supposed to be like an airsoft replacement, I guess, because like the pellets, they're about the size of like an airsoft BB, but they're supposed to be biodegradable. Like, and when they hit you, they bust, so it takes some of the you know,
Yeah.
the Stinger, whatever. But it's kind of interesting. I was just on a buying spree yesterday. You know how it goes sometimes.
Well, I did too. I bought cars.
Yeah, I'm jealous.
Don't be.
So, what color is this truck?
It is what they call champagne.
Oh yeah,
Oh
I had
yeah,
3 of those.
man.
I had 3 of those. It's a good color.
It
Is it like LTZ?
Yep.
Oh wow, really flexing now.
Oh yeah.
That's
Control and all that.
good, man. Well, you'll enjoy it, I'm sure. At least you can work on it. You don't have to pay somebody to do it. I know how them diesels can be if you got to pay somebody.
Yeah. I wouldn't own a diesel if I couldn't work on one.
Yeah,
Because
yeah,
I'm not cheap.
yeah. Well, so we got a Hummer that was been in the family, and I've been spending some time with it this week. It is a Gasser 6.0 or 6 slow, as you probably know them.
Yep.
Old Vortec 6.0. It's been a lot of fun. I opened the hood on it and I was checking the exhaust manifold bolts because I heard an exhaust leak. And it turns out there's 12 exhaust manifold bolts, and 4 of those were missing. So it straight up broke off. And so that was kind of interesting. But I think I got that fixed. But they're broke off, so you can't drill them out. But it turns out it's so much of a common issue that they make these straps, basically. It's like a clamp.
Yep.
And it goes in different holes. It's on the cylinder head. You just clamp it on there, and it worked. No issues. So
I know that an ARP made a head or a header bolt set.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
studs. But I didn't know about this. Where you can use a different hole on the head. That's pretty
Yeah. Well, like I said, you don't go through the hole. It just clamps it on there, basically. Like if you were missing all of them, you couldn't do it. But to get the broken ones out, you'd have to go and drill it. So you probably have to pull the head. And I'm like, this thing's got 215,000 miles on it. Do what?
So you don't have to pull the head, but it's stuck, right? And plus, on a 6.0, the heads are aluminum. And
Yeah.
that's always fun.
Yeah.
She ended up passing out.
So, let's talk about those little airsoft guns.
Do what?
A funny story about those little airsoft guns. My first job was at a Toyota dealership. I won't name the name. I'm sure
Rusty Wallace.
stations are.
Chance Scott Kia.
Hyundai.
Toyota dealership. And we would get slow, so everyone had a airsoft gun, and most of them was battery powered. And we'd sit in the service bay and we'd be ducking behind cars and shooting each other.
Yeah.
Sometimes cars got hit, And
We don't need to tell the customers about that though, for sure, on all on podcast.
Nope. Yeah, that.
Yeah.
So
this will be perfect for that because it would just explode when it hit the car. I'm just saying.
Right.
So I tell you what, we'll come back. We'll come back into it, and I'll tell a similar story that we can talk about.
Okay.
Okay, so 3, 2, 1. All right, welcome back. We're back with the Girthiest Memorial Day episode we ever had. What's up, Big Drewski here. Got my buddies Casper and Josh Smikinik on here. So we were talking off the air about airsoft guns, reckless stuff, and Joshy, that reminded me of a story of where me and you worked together at a previous employer, and we got in trouble because I don't even know how it started, but somehow water guns got circulated, and
Yep.
so we thought it'd be funny to so basically me and you would just like shoot each other with them at random points and stuff and whatever, and but I remember I think me and you come rolling up. Oh, you were driving. I was in the passenger seat. We come rolling up on our manager. Josh comes in sideways, drifts it, hits it sideways, stops. And I just lean out the window, drive by, and he just takes off. So,
Classic.
yeah,
I
we
wish I
got
was
in
there for
trouble
that.
for having guns on
Oh,
the premises.
God.
But it was literally just a water gun. But like we were just being stupid, squirting each other and stuff, and doing drive-bys and stuff. But the funniest was though when me and Josh and our manager was walking in unison across a rainy parking lot. For some reason, Josh and his all of this just decided to boom, jump up and into this puddle. And absolutely, now I was wearing my rain gear, so I didn't care. But he was like in the middle of me and it was like me, him, and our manager, who's ex-military. He was like an E6 or E7 sniper for the Army, and Josh is like, do. And I mean, he's like, oh snap! I didn't know it was that deep, dude. Just absolutely engulfs both of us. I thought I was going to hit the ground. I was laughing so hard, but the look on our manager's face was just like, bruh. Oh,
Ready to fire me until he looked at the camera footage and watched himself get soaked.
dude, we rewound that camera footage. I don't know how many times. Me and
Wow.
Josh made that job more enjoyable for each other, but that was also another one of those jobs that we wouldn't have gotten this holiday off. So, old Casper knows. You probably can't talk about who you worked for a long time, but
I worked for the largest charcoal distributor in the United States of America.
By
That's
the
what
way,
I worked for.
can we talk about how atrocious and egregious that it is that charcoal is like
Oh,
not
don't you
even
get me-
basically on sale anymore?
don't
Like,
you get me
what the
started.
crap?
Don't
Dude,
you get me
Used
started.
to Memorial Day and 4th of July was when you could buy massive amounts of a year's supply of charcoal and save money and freaking just like everything else, with the I'm not going to get into politics, but
Joe
just like
Biden.
everything
Thank you.
else, it's freaking through the roof.
Yeah.
What a travesty.
They only had one pallet out yesterday when I walked through a big box store where they wear red vests. And yeah. And I used to work at a store where I wore a vest of some color, maybe red. That
We'll give you a hint. It's not Haas.
yeah. It's not Home Depot either. But we used to sell like 3 tractor trailer loads like a weekend on Memorial Day when it was like $10 for 40 pounds. Now it's like now they've shrunk the bags down to 16 pounds instead of 20-pound bags. They give you 2 of them. So it's like 32 pounds for $17.92. My God.
That was the good old days when you'd see somebody like Josh come in a regular pickup truck, like a 1989 Nissan, not big enough to have pallets of shit on it,
Yeah.
and load it down, and you'd see it scraping on the way out with a smile on his face.
We kept
That's
pallets
right.
of it in our quick load in the garden center where the mulch was because people were buying it by the pallet.
Yeah, I mean, that's just freaking, I mean, I knew a guy that used to buy a year's worth of charcoal at, I'm pretty sure it was Memorial Day because that was like the first quote unquote grilling, whatever. But he'd buy a full year's supply of it just in one whack. And nowadays it's like, psh,
Yeah.
I shaved my legs for this. Just,
Yeah. Well, so full disclosure, yesterday I went to this big box store with red vest, and I was talking to Big Drewski on the phone when I walked in there. I was like, "Yeah, dude, I'm pretty pumped. I got off work early enough before I go home. I can go buy some charcoal." And I walked in there, and I was pretty much like, "What the hell?" Like
he
I
looked
was,
at the price tag and was like, "Excuse me?"
yeah, pretty much. But I did get my gel blaster there, so y'all should go buy one of those. They're $50. Oh, sorry,
Yeah,
Rachel. I hope you're not watching.
I was talking to you as you were buying that, and I was like, a what? And then you had to describe to me like, it's kind of like an airsoft gun, kind of like a paintball gun. I bought it to piss off my wife, but I was like, oh, okay.
Within 3 minutes of her being home yesterday, she wasn't being angry.
We got to give Casper credit for the size of cojones that he's got, because his wife's like a freaking surgeon. Like she
He's
could
not a
remove it.
surgeon.
She could either.
Oh.
Hey, call it what you want, but she could remove your spleen in your sleep and you wouldn't know it. Like,
Distant at best, okay?
All I know, she has on her name MD. So
She has what?
MD.
No, she doesn't.
Close enough.
No, she has PA. It's different. But it's good enough.
PA for pretty awesome. I mean,
Right.
First time I ever met Casper's wife, it was literally. So we go to a Mexican restaurant.
Around this time of year. Last year.
Was it? I don't know. I didn't remember that part. Yeah, so we go to a Mexican restaurant. She comes walking in. I'm already blitzed. And she walks in, nicest person ever, just super like polite, and I don't know if I'd say classy, but I felt like I needed to get my act together all of a sudden. I don't know. But she's sitting there like, oh, hey. And I'm like, hi. Blah, blah. But anyways, so we're all going around. Oh, how was your day? Drove in circles for a while. I had to deal with some customers. How was your day? And she goes, oh, I just held a man's beating heart in my hands. And we're like, okay. But like, it was funny because like, I think, which I think you explained it to her later, but I think she was sort of kind of like, she thought that we were like, just like, I don't think I'd say annoyed, but like, she was kind of like, well, I thought it was kind of cool. Like, she was disappointed and thought that we were like annoyed or whatever. I'm like, dude, it wasn't that. I was literally sitting there like, well, crap, I didn't do nothing today. Like, sheesh. Like, it was more like, well, how do you top that? I mean, God,
I mean, we top it every day. I mean, let's be real with what we do.
I flipped the bottle up and landed it on the bottom right side up. Like that, but it's not any close to what you did.
I do remember that because everybody was like, one we're eating. So that was funny.
But yeah, well, it's just funny because we were all like,
she's a great wife, by the way. I would be lost without her.
But no, it was just funny because it was like, I scanned some documents today. Like, oh, my manager said something funny. Like, I held a man's beating heart, and we're like, shit, that's better than one I got. You got anything like that? I was just like, I was blown away. Like, oh, but like, I guess, she was probably wanting us to be like, what? But I was just in shock because I don't even know that I fully knew what she did. But I just remember thinking like, well, hell, you're cooler than all of us. Like, I mean, like I couldn't even figure out how to get my Bluetooth hooked up today. Like,
but it was an interesting time. Oh, boys, we got a race car on fire. Oop, get out.
Going in left turns.
Yep, he must have made a right turn.
I don't know what happened, but it is on fire pretty good.
So, Josh, we talked about it a little bit off the air. Apparently, this is a gripping hot topic issue that's gripping the nation as we speak. This is bigger than whether or not a hot dog is considered a sandwich.
Oh, God, have mercy.
Now, I've not done a shameless plug yet, but www.bigdrewski.com. Feel free to leave an email, comment on this video at any point, whatever. Preferably do an email, and I'll follow up with it on the next episode. But does honey belong on a biscuit? Casper says no. It will. Okay, let's iron out this. Is it honey doesn't belong on a biscuit ever, or honey doesn't belong on a chicken biscuit?
Honey
does not belong on any biscuit. Ever. Never.
You are
100%.
probably one of those people that eats mustard on your biscuits, ain't you?
Listen, y'all are from the South. You should know this. Only damn Yankees put honey on biscuits, okay? That's some Yankee BS if I've ever heard it in my life.
I would disagree. You throw some Mike's Hot Honey on a biscuit, and I tell you right now,
Oh my God.
Oh.
Which, by the way, Mike's Hot Honey is fantastic as a binder for those of you who are into that sort of thing.
You know how you know honey doesn't belong on a biscuit? Chick-fil-A used to like soak the tops of their biscuits in honey. They don't do that anymore. You know why? Because it's nasty. Nobody wants that.
They failed at life, I guess. I don't know.
I mean, listen, everybody makes mistakes. I'm gonna go ahead and quote one of the greatest philosophers of our generation, Hannah Montana. Everybody makes mistakes, and everybody has them days. Okay,
Everybody makes mistakes. Everybody has them days.
but yeah, I 100% think that not only does honey belong on a biscuit, but I think hot honey especially belongs on a biscuit. Now, I'm not on that honey butter bag or whatever Wendy's was trying to do, but
Yeah.
honey on a biscuit, I 100%. So me and Casper's talking on the phone, and I'm like, oh, I need to see if they got some honey. And he's like, why? I'm like, to put on my biscuit? And he's all like, ew, David. I'm like, what are you doing? If you get that reference, we're automatically best friends.
I don't.
But Josh, did you get the reference? TV show?
I didn't.
Schitt's Creek, for those of you who've not seen that. But she's always like, ew, David. Yeah, now, if you want to get on whether or not The Office is a good show or not, that's another one. You're going to be 2 against 1 on Casper, but we'll save that for another day. But
I watched that new show, Jury Duty.
I've seen it, but I've not watched it.
Office, so you better watch it. Or sorry, I'm done.
Ooh, yeah, Josh. Casper is not a fan of The Office, so I mean,
garbage TV.
Him and T Fitty think it's trash. I don't know.
I would rather watch the WNBA than The Office.
But you also watch cars go in circles.
Listen, I watch men do manly shit. That's what I do. Okay. Office is.
Hey,
left turns too.
I mean, if you want to just, you can sit in the passenger seat and watch me drive all day long. I mean, if that's what you're.
Just as many miles as you do. I don't want to hear it.
Not just as many, but either way, I'm first. Numero uno.
Drive on the railroad.
But yeah, so anyways, I ended up having to settle for honey mustard, and then we got into a whole nother thing.
We got honey mustard and put it on a biscuit. Who the hell does that?
Honey mustard would not be my first choice, but I think they didn't have hot mustard. Or no, maybe I ended up getting hot mustard, so I saved it. But anyways, now this is where I don't even know where Josh is at on this one. But so I told Seth, I was like, no, because he's like, what are you doing? Mustard only goes on a sausage biscuit. And I was like, dude, it goes on any biscuit. It's like Sling Blade said, biscuits and mustard. He's like, what's that? I don't know what you're talking about. So, Josh, have you ever seen Sling Blade?
I have.
You said you have?
Yes.
Okay, with Billy Bob Thornton, not Blade with Wesley Snipes, but Billy Bob Thornton.
Who's Billy Bob Thornton?
Biscuits.
Yeah, so because I was talking to T Fitty the other day, and he's like, "Oh man, you ain't seen that movie about the vampires?" And I was like, "Yes." Wait, what? What? I was like, wait, no, that's Blade, not Sling Blade. He's like, oh yeah, no, I haven't seen that. And I was like, dude, I got to take your redneck card if you hadn't seen Sling Blade. I mean,
I'll show you a Sling Blade. Hell, I got one in here.
Seth, just for reference, the child in that movie is the country dude in Tokyo Drift.
Yeah, you told me that the other day.
Y'all not talk like that. You're just a boy.
Tokyo Drift is a fantastic movie.
Josh, where do you stand on Tokyo Drift?
We're really getting into it now.
I mean, there's like what 27 Fast movies. I mean, they all kind of blend together, but
It's really so. I was surprised to see you do this. Like, Tokyo Drift is either usually this or this. Like it's
Like it's an okay movie, but every Fast and the Furious aggravates me because I'm a car guy and I hear them talk and everything they say just makes my head scramble, and then I watch them shift 87 gears in a mile. Blows my
it's kind of like old Jason Bourne. By God, he just shoots and shoots and never runs out of bullets.
He also shifts a lot too in that one taxi cab scene. But
He ain't never got to reload or nothing.
so, not to go too far off the path, but since you brought it up, have y'all seen where for Fast 10 or whichever one's in the theater right now, they have cups at the movie theater that have a straw and a gear shifter in the top? So you put it in the cup holder and you can shift with them.
You'd be wore out by the time the movie's over with. All the shifting you'd have to do.
Hey, listen, it's like driving a 10-speed.
Dude, I've drove 18 speeds and I don't shift.
Dude, yeah, I don't miss them days.
I don't. Do y'all remember driving those? Remember that?
So
I remember. Now, I never drove an 18, but I did drive a 10 speed. I was explaining to Seth, which he knew what I was talking about, but he hadn't heard the terminology floating. But I was like, that's just where you shift without using the clutch or whatever. But I was telling him, for those of you who don't know, I used to teach people how to drive, and Josh worked at the same company, and he fixed the cars the trucks that they screwed up.
That drew broke.
No, I didn't break them.
Yeah, you did.
One of the funniest things ever, though, and I think this might have been when old Josh the mechanic first started, was old boy was out there doing a daggum in-cab inspection. And part of the in-cab inspection is you got to go through the air brakes test. Well, part of the air brakes test is you got to do a tug test. Or I think, yeah, that was technically considered the air, but you had to do a tug test on your trailer to make sure it's hooked. Well, I had this guy, and he was a foreign guy that didn't understand English, and I don't remember which hemisphere he was from, but he went to do his tug test. Well, now I'm sitting in the passenger seat. I can't see what he's done, but he rolls forward, and when we stop, it's kind of like, I was kind of like looking around like, whatever, and I go back to like grading his test, and he's like, so now I get out, and I hear off from the corner like, "Hey, motherfucker, what the fuck you doing?" I'm like, I look out of the driver's seat, and old Joshy comes up, and he's like, "You're parked on the mother effing wheel chalk." So they had to chalk their wheels, which, I mean, to do the tug test wasn't technically necessary, but it was just a safety precaution. But so like the wheel chalk's like this. So he had rolled forward and his wheel was perfectly on the wheel chalk, unbeknownst to me, but I just knew we were like, when we stopped, and I was kind of like, I just thought he hit it and rolled back, and I just hear off from the corner, "Hey, you're parked on the motherfucking wheel chalk." And the guy's like, oh. But that was like one of the first. The other funny thing was when I first met Josh, he come over and it was like a scene from like a comedy movie, because he's like, "Yeah, I got my list of stuff I need to work on," and he like rolled it out and it was like, I was like, "Oh, okay." He's like, "Yeah, I think I could probably have all this knocked out within a day or two." I was like, "Bro, hold on. Let me tell you something. Listen, you need to learn how to look busy." Like, and by all means, if you could rub a little oil or something on your shirt or a little, water, whatever it might be, just look busy and be out of sight, out of mind. Because he's like, "No, I got to fix all this stuff." I'm like, "Bro." So he runs through this whole list within a day or two. And then, of course, they're like, "Oh, well, so I guess you can go home now if you want." And he's like, "Oh." But Good times, good times.
I was too good at my job.
So back where we started, does mustard belong on any biscuits other than sausage? And the answer is hell no.
It 100% does.
Okay. Would you put mustard on a bacon, egg, and cheese?
Yes, I have.
I'd put honey on it though.
I've put mustard on a bacon, egg, and cheese.
That's disgusting.
Hot mustard, but
Well, okay, so here's the thing. I can understand the whole honey on a chicken biscuit thing. I can honestly probably even understand on bacon, egg, and cheese. Bacon, egg, and cheese, it's harder, but bacon, yes, I get it. I can see that. Even sausage, I can see that. But mustard on a bacon, egg, and cheese? How about just yellow mustard on a chicken biscuit?
No.
That's what he did. It was a chicken biscuit. Yellow
it
mustard.
was hot mustard. Thank you.
my God, here he goes
I'm
again.
sorry.
I'm surprised you didn't get damn Big Mac sauce for it.
Wow, hold on. I'm not an animal, okay?
Well, that's debatable.
No, I really,
Mustard cream sauce. I would put that on a biscuit.
What?
well,
They're like hot cream sauce, whatever it's called, habanero cream, or
I mean, but hot sauce, yeah, that's fine. I mean, I put hot sauce on everything. That's legal. This is America. We do what we want.
I mean, hot
Other than
mustard's
put
just
honey on a
spicy mustard.
biscuit.
To be fair, my favorite combo is Bojangles spicy Cajun chicken biscuit with honey on that. That's right there's a sweet spot.
Don't ruin Bojangles with honey. That disgusting.
Hey,
Does that establishment even have honey?
Hey, they went kamikaze on themselves by getting rid of Southern Shock. They're dead to me now, anyways. Doesn't matter.
Just get Wendy's mug over here.
I have to ask. Why time when we talk and we get together and everything, it always ends up talking about food.
Well, I mean, it's part of the show. I mean, it was on the list.
I mean, it was on the list, but it's got to go back to food regardless. I mean, you know.
It
We
probably
all
has something to do with the fact that there's 900 combined pounds on this video.
947.
Yeah,
That was the
that
estimated
probably has
number.
something to do with it. But
We could have the fans try to guess our total combined weight, and whoever gets the closest gets a pack of Snickers or
no,
Skittles.
if we're gonna do that, we got to give them like honey buns or something. But we can talk about that later. But I mean, yeah. So the mustard is a definite no go on anything other than sausage. Y'all are disgusting human beings.
I mean, it's debatable, but
It's not that debatable.
No, I agree, 100%.
What about the mustard?
Sausage
Yeah,
only.
on a biscuit.
Y'all are just. I mean, we're divided. I mean, like I said, we may have to. I put out. It's funny. I didn't even check it. I put out a Twitter poll, but I don't even really use Twitter, so who cares? But
They'll probably unfriend me on Facebook after this.
no, I'm not. I'm not that big of a deal. I just leave Facebook groups. I don't unfriend people.
Yeah. Speaking
But
of,
so I mean, I guess this is kind of the end of the Memorial Day episode. I mean, I don't. Anything else you guys want to add?
Casper.
I do have a bonus question if y'all are about to get off here, but I don't know. It's Memorial
Well,
Day.
I mean, I don't necessarily plan on. I mean, technically, we can just roll into another one. Where
Okay.
we
Well,
shoot the
wrap it up
shit.
then. Let's go.
Yeah, I just figure we can wrap up the Memorial Day episode. But if you're listening to this on the podcast or you're watching this later or whatever it may be, I guess email me. Does honey belong on a biscuit? Does mustard belong on anything other than a sausage biscuit? This has shook the very foundation of our friendship at this point. We got to have a decision. So let us know. Let us know in the comments of this video. Email me, whatever it may be. We're going to go ahead and wrap this episode up. Now, for those of you that are on the live stream, don't go anywhere. We're probably going to hang around at least for a little bit longer. This is the first night that our wives have ever just rolled it out and said, yeah, sure, do whatever you want. So, but again, thank you to all of the active and former military. We like I said, it didn't feel right to at least not do a Memorial Day episode. We tried to do it justice. Obviously we're just a bunch of goofs and whatevers, but we do thank you guys for your service. And, let us know if you guys have any Memorial Day traditions, or if you're active or former military, just send me an email, man. Tell me about your story. Love to highlight it. Until next time, I'm Big Drewski. I got Casper and Josh the Mechanic on here. We are going to go ahead and roll on out. Anything y'all want to say? Wrapping up the Memorial Day episode. All right. Well, you probably just gave zillions of people post-traumatic stress. All right. So until next time, baby, we are out. Peace.